technical difficulties. God damn. Shut. Alright, let's get some Undisputed. Get some Undisputed going good. Get some Undisputed going on, baby. Ooh. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, last night got a couple fights in. And my opponent quit, preventing me from collecting my 88th win. Pissed off right now, y'all. Pissed off right now, baby. Pissed off right now, girl. Cause had he kicked my ass, I would've stayed right there and took my loss. I would've stayed right there and took my loss, baby. Alright. Can we get a couple of wins? Is that what I need? A couple wins? Hold on. I need 8. Nah, I need 3 wins. I need 3 wins. Need that 90. If I get my ass kicked 3 times, then I'll just have to try again later. No. If I get my ass kicked, I will have to try again. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, another Roy Jones. Oh man. Yeah, I must have forgot. Saw something. What's his record? Is that 148 or is that 48.95? It might be one. I'm gonna give him a.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Yo.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's David Benavidez, 108. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. This guy was sparring with world champions like Triple G at just 15 years old and holding his own. In fact, he turned pro at the age of 16 years old. Here comes Roy Jones Jr. Many believe this man could be the future pound-for-pound king. 22-0 with 20 wins by knockout.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
Eating some
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
You know this, man.
Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd is a young man. This is the Mecca. This is the place you want to be. This is it.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nobody home with that hook. Can't find a home for that jab. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
So much firepower here. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. And he just missed with that left jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
He might be
Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Well, we know that. Here we go. It's round two. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
A perfect counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Perfect punch. And he scores with the counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. And there's the bell to start round three. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. Nice counter. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round.
Am I losing?
There's the bell for round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. In the build up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice defense with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Nice job getting that punch through. They both want a highlight reel knockout.
Woo.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Woo.
Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. And there's the bell for round 5. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch.
Come on, Roy. You got an excuse with my Roy?
Nice counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Punch, counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. Nope, that jab not going to score. That counter punch caught him clean. The jab slightly off target. The perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Be smart.
On to the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice counter punch. Catch and shoot. Can't find a home with that jab. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that jab. They exchange punches. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavidez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that. And there's the bell for round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. That counter punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. Can't land that jab. Couldn't land that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
And he scores with the counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance without a...
There's the bell for round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter punch. Catch and shoot. No rest for the weary. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. There's a counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I wouldn't say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
Baby. 2 rounds away from mine. Even the last round, 2 judges scorecard. Shout out to El Sargazo. I'm thinking I said 148, 96. That's 148, 96. Oh, 2 rounds away from that, baby. Tough little battle. Take a break, man. My ass hurting. Whew. Shoot, gotta go up. Let's see where we at. 207. 207. Did I pass? Hold on. Oh, we almost at top 200. Oh, you gotta take a break. Be back on. Try to get 2 more. Thank you all for tuning in. You.
you